form a dance troupe in order to gain popularity.
Not unspoken. Outspoken little girls. They try to show it. No, they're little ghouls that rob and do horrible things. They're little ghouls.
Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bear Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary. So because everybody's getting in on the cuties controversy, of course, you know me and Joshua have to weigh in. Joshua, you're not too excited about this one? No? Can you give your opinion right up, or you want to wait? Let's tell them what cuties is.
Yeah, let's give them some background.
Okay, so for some background, Cuties is a movie. I thought it was like a little series or something.
No, it's a terrible
movie. And it's streaming now on Netflix. And I'm just gonna summarize some of the stuff. It's a French-made movie, and it tells the story of an 11-year-old Muslim Senegalese immigrant named Amy who moves into a housing project in Paris. While her family encourages her to be modest and obedient, Amy befriends a group of outspoken girls who form a dance troupe in order to gain popularity.
Not unspoken. Outspoken little girls. They try to show it. No, they're little ghouls that rob and do horrible things. They're little ghouls.
So they're robbing and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all,
they're shoplifting.
Full disclosure, we did not watch the movie. Why didn't we watch the movie?
I have no interest in watching it, but I watched people watch it, and they were nice enough to censor everything for me, so.
Well, can I say the part where you said you don't want to watch it because you don't want to be put on a list?
Yes, I ain't trying to get on the list.
Yeah, Joshua's my security detail when it comes to cybersecurity, and he really feels like because this is so controversial, they'll put us on a list of people who watch the so-called
someone's
PORN.
Someone.
Somebody watching, right? So that's what they're saying is a summary. I'm watching. I'm not going to show you guys.
Don't show the pictures.
You can go see this yourself. I'm watching the poster.
The first poster is the one on the left. We're not going to show you because we're not trying to get this channel destroyed when we just started. But you shouldn't be showing that. And the one on the right looks much better. It's just the girls running up a cobblestone road, it looks like.
With shopping bags and stuff like that.
And that part, they try to make it look fun. No.
They were robbing?
Yes, this little, not the store, but this little one right here. I think she's I don't know which one's the main one.
The star?
Yeah, the star. She steals money from her mother, and it's for her. No. She steals money from the mother, and I think it was because the father's remarrying, something like that. But she stole money from her mother, spent all that money buying clothes and garbage like that.
And of course, because of my political point of view, when I heard the different...
I hope we're okay.
Is that the monitor that's doing that?
I hope it's the monitor, because you never noticed it when we were doing other things, right?
No, over there it did it maybe once.
But did it show up when you were watching it over again?
When it flickered over there once, it didn't show up. But over here,
It's probably the monitor. This monitor is old.
Yeah, the monitor went black just now.
Oh,
because
did it again? It's got to be the monitor.
Guys, we're going to invest in the monitor.
Yeah.
I hope it's not glitching really.
I'm pretty sure it's the monitor. This thing is old.
Well, because of the senators that spoke out against it, and I don't like those senators, I'm not going to call their names. I was just like, oh God, another thing that they're trying to latch on to. And then, of course, that group QAnon, they're in that. And that group, they make up fake stories about the exploitation of children. And they were the ones making up that story about Hillary had kids in, what do you call it?
Pizza shop?
Yeah, the pizza shop. Pizzagate. They did that. I have to be very careful what I say here. And they're just an awful group.
Who would run that kind of thing out of a pizza shop? It doesn't even matter what side. Who's like, yeah, pizza shop. No one's going to stumble into this.
And you know what, Joshua? What's scary about them is people know that they're crazy, but now they're getting into Congress. There's 13 of them getting into Congress.
I've never heard of these guys. I've heard of Anon, but they go up against people who do these type of movies and bust these type of people.
I don't know where this group came from, but they're usually very racist. They have I don't know. We don't want to divert into them.
That's it.
But because they were the ones that were speaking out against it, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to see this movie and see what they're talking about. But I don't like movies where they even old period pieces where they have RAPE in it. Daddy likes to watch a lot of westerns, and that was the thing back in the day.
At the time, yeah.
I can't watch those kind of movies. I go in a room. I'd rather just watch Lifetime, knife slasher type thing.
Lifetime is basically a mini horror channel. But did you have any more you wanted to read? Or I think that's it.
I don't know if I'll read anymore, but I wanted to go to... Joe, will you stop with that table?
This isn't a professional news channel, so...
he's pushing the center table with his foot, and it's in my ear. Anyways, I wanted to reference this back to something that happened when I was growing up, Josh. In 1980, Brooke Shields for people my age might remember this,
yet.
Blue Lagoon. You know about Blue Lagoon, the movie, right?
Is
Because
that
they remade it.
Is that the one? No, that's Deep Blue Sea.
That might be part 2 of the Blue Lagoon.
That's the one with the sharks that become smart and try to like.
Oh no, that's a different one.
Was it LL Cool J?
I know they had a Blue Lagoon part 2 or something, but they had a remake. Well, I'm talking about the Brooke Shields one for people my age or late 40s. And this was 1980. She was only 14, and she played against a guy that was 19.
Yeah.
I didn't like that back then, and I was like probably Brooke Shields' age at the time. I think we're probably kind of the same age. And they had a scene in there where, because they're shipwrecked, and there's only 2 of them on the island, where her hair was just covering her chest. Mm-hmm. But she had to testify to Congress when she was in an anti-smoking ad where I don't know, she probably looked racy again in there. And she said that they had body doubles to show that part. But the thing is, it still looked a certain way to the viewing audience. I don't care if it's body double, it looks a certain way. And if it looks a certain way, then of course... Okay, guys, we're back. We had to cut something out because I said a word. It wasn't a bad word, but we have to be very careful how we say
YouTube,
things here because they'll demonetize. And the little $2 we're making off of these videos count, okay?
Yes, it does. It adds up.
So, anyways, you know who the people that are... God, I can't. What else do I say? Can I say predators?
I mean, I like the monster that Arnold fights. So if we're talking about that, we'll just say we're talking about that.
You guys, you know what I mean. Those lousy people.
Blebberders.
That go after kids.
Yes.
Let's put it that way. Lousy people that go after kids. Usually men, but sometimes they're women too. But in any case, I feel like because of the way it looks, and I know little 11-year-old girls they're twerking and doing all these racy dances. I know they are. I'm not stupid. I'm not a prude. But for you to put it in a movie to try to show what they're going through, and then you're going to attract the same people you're trying to protect them from. That's my thing.
That's why it's annoying because they say, "Oh, we're against GP," but it's light GP, and it's like, no, you know what okay. There's ways to do this if you want to show this plight. The shots in the movie, it's creepy because they linger on certain parts of these young girls for too long. If you want to show, okay, black, or that, where I was like, okay, she's that, because the main girl gets inspired to do these dances because she sees, like, they're in an apartment complex. You know, apartment complexes will have the where you put the washer and dryer, and people in the apartment complex use it. It's that part, and one of the girls is dancing there, and it's like, okay, show she's dancing real quick, so you get, okay, I understand this, and then go. But no, it lingers on the dance. And that's how it all kicks off right there.
And don't get me wrong, a lot of tribal African type dances and Belizean dances for that matter, they're kind of racy to start with. They have some really weird body moves.
Going to Belizean parties, so
I always say that twerking started in Belize. I don't know when Miley Cyrus thinks she started the thing.
She ain't got nothing to twerk.
Some of them are very racy, to start with. Yeah. But I mean, when we were growing up, they would stop that child in the family. That child being my sister. She's still a brilliant dancer, but she would like start doing the big people dances, and they're like, "You stop that!
You're too young for that.
You stop that! No, So,
but
not me because I can't dance."
I've seen those people watch the movie. The character, all that aside, the character's a terrible character who never gets any repercussions. Like, I know if I took money from you when I was a kid, I wouldn't. That much money? That I've taken like $1 or 25 cents to go buy some food at school the next day because I wanted a sweet breakfast sausage.
He doesn't really take it. You have the money there in the dish to throw the coins in there. But you usually ask, "Mom, can I have this change?"
But that's as much as like $1. I'd be like, "Can I have this $5?" But I wouldn't be crazy. She took. I don't know how much she took, but if they're saving up to do a thing, it's probably a couple hundred. And
I can't stand no kid that steal from me.
I wouldn't be here today if I took that much from Mom. And then she gets nowhere. And then there's like a little girl. I wasn't paying too much attention because I was listening to these guys talk about it. She I think she was one of like their rivals. Because the whole thing's about this dance competition. You did not need to show that entire dance routine. You know what you were doing. At the end, and then but yeah, she rushes this little girl, smashes her into like not a lake, but it's running through the town. What would you call that? A river?
Something running, a pond?
Not a pond. It's
a fountain?
It's running straight through. It's deep. It's running through and it's deep.
Maybe it's a river.
Maybe, but like there's still like buildings around them, and the girl's like she's drowning, and then the person who's supposed to be the character we're following, who's supposed to not be a villain, she's not supposed to be a villain. She's just there looking at her like.
So the thing took another turn.
Yeah, like she's what is that, psychopath, where you have no emotions?
Probably. Either that or sociopath.
I think one's emotional and one's not emotional. But yeah, she's watching him drown, and then like, I'm like, okay, she's supposed to be a good guy, right? Save her, run for help, do something. No, there's in the shot before that there is no buoy, and then the next shot there's magically a buoy that the little girl latches onto. But it's like, no, she's okay. So we have all this terrible crud on top of this movie with GP, and there's parts where she's trying to like get. Like she steals. Okay, sorry, I'm jumping around because I really don't care. She steals her cell phone from her uncle, I believe. The movie does a terrible job of explaining who this guy is. At first, I thought he was like a guy who came to work on something for them. But she steals this phone. It's like $1,000 phone. You know, every phone's like $700 to $1,000, and they're living in like a poor area, so $1,000 phone is a lot. And this guy never notices his phone missing. I would notice my phone is missing. I'm always reaching for my phone, but whatever. And she takes the phone, she starts doing things online, she starts seeing racist videos online. That's where she gets the idea to do these dance skills against these girls. And the girls are awful too. They're shoplifting when you first meet them. They treat her like crap. And like everybody's terrible. Everybody's just terrible, except for like the uncle, because she tries to like baboose the uncle. I don't even know if you could say the real word, but. What does baboose rhyme with, and what someone can do to a man, a woman can do to a man to get something? And he's like, get the f out of here! I was like, this character is terrible. And then after all of that, what makes her realize she's a terrible person? Not when she's at the dance competition and mothers are like, hide your child's eyes, and like, you know, and then like of course like there's a guy like, you know, like that. And then, like, I think some glitter falls out of her. Again, they shoot it terribly, so you don't know. Some glitter falls out of her. She's like, "Oh, I'm awful." And then she runs home, and no real repercussions. The mother, like, starts to discipline her, starts to beat her, and I strongly believe you should do that when your child is bad. It made me a better person.
They said that they did a viewing. What do you call it? Like a showing, a premiere?
Yeah.
Like a premiere of this movie in front of like a mostly African audience, and the women in the audience, there was a mix of, you know, oh my god, and admiration. And I'm like,
what's going on in your little world?
No, I don't no, not when it comes to kids. Me personally, I don't really like little kids. I don't want them around me because I don't want to be falsely accused
I hate
ever.
Kids. They gross me out.
You know, so but it's like I would be protective of them.
Yes. I'm not a monster. I'll protect. But like there's shots where it's the little girls walk. Yeah, I think you said it. We're walking, like the camera's like right down, and they're like why is this here? This did not need to be here. You know what you're doing. Don't try to gaslight me into thinking this isn't what this is. That's exactly what this is.
So this movie got messed up in the process of it is really what it is. But then you have these stupid people that latched onto it that makes you wonder. Should you see it? Should you not see it? I'm talking about QAnon and these politicians.
And SJWs.
Because they're and the SJWs. And these politicians,
PC people love it.
These politicians are like awful anyways, the ones that latch on to saying, take it down, cancel Netflix. Oh, speaking of, let's talk about that really quickly. They said that people were canceling the Netflix. This is not going to cause me to cancel Netflix.
I don't.
I don't believe in cancel society unless you're a racist Karen, then yeah, cancel you.
Yes.
But other than that, no, I'm not going to cancel. I'm just not going to watch it. You have an option.
I believe they should remove that movie because it's light. It's a light GP. That's exactly what it is. You shouldn't be showing people that. The only people should be watching that is cops when they have to build a case against the person they confiscated all this stuff from.
And keep in mind, I don't know what none of Joshua's code means. I don't know what GP is.
I'm making it up on the fly.
I don't know what baboose is. I don't know none of these codes.
Baboose.
I'm gonna have to ask him what these things mean when we turn off the camera.
Everybody knows what baboose means. You know what it means.
Okay, guys. So there you have it. We are not watching Cuties,
and
oh my god.
Mexualize.
My god, we can't say nothing.
YouTube has us with our hands tied behind our back.
YouTube get to be like this? Okay,
remember when it first started? It was the Wild Wild West.
Let's wrap it up again. Okay, guys, we are not watching Cuties. Take two, guys. I said another word we can't say on YouTube, and they're not bad words.
They're not.
All right, but let's go.
Gets you for everything.
We are not gonna watch Cuties
because it mexualizes.
I feel like it mexualizes little girls. That I feel like they're open to the. You got it. Public? the evil people that go after kids.
The villainous people.
Yeah, evil people that go after kids, men and women, because people fall into both categories. And I feel like it did not need to be made to show what little girls are dealing with. I feel like they could have made it differently.
We shouldn't have to say that GP is bad. Everyone knows that's bad. Well, apparently back everybody knows it's bad, but nowadays apparently not.
So, if you like what we produced here, leave us a comment. You guys have been leaving little comments because you know we just kickstarted this channel again this week. This is like our 5th upload, Josh, this week, our 5th upload. And again,
I think it was Netflix's stock dropped by like 9 billion because of this movie, something like that.
It'll come back up.
Oh, it totally will. It'll totally come back up, man. Question. Don't forget, so we should put this in the beginning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, and I really want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments about this movie. Personally, if I have to break it down, I think it's terrible and it's not needed, and they know exactly what they're doing with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. See you next video.
See ya.
Remember, guys, we are not purchasing this book because if you do, the only people that are making money from the book sales are my ex-distributor, Amazon, and anybody else who sells books online. What I need for you guys to do is purchase this book. This is my book of Belizean recipes. 120 recipes inside. They're all easy, fun, simple, and you guys are going to enjoy them. Take a look inside the book.